everyone, Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining me. So today's we're going to be making some candy boxes and they are super easy to do. And as I said in the title, we're not going to use any punch board. Maybe the most sophisticated tool that we're going to use are some deckled edge scissors. And this is an option. You don't even have to use these. You know, they come usually in the kids section. They have some designs here. They cut with different designs. They come in a variety of shapes. And that's probably the most sophisticated one we're going to use. Otherwise, it's going to be double-sided tape or maybe glue. And also a score ball if you need to, and you don't even have to use that. That's it, some ribbons and paper. So don't use flimsy paper to do these. I mean, they look absolutely gorgeous. You can make these in any size you want very quickly. You can use a scrap piece of paper too for that. So don't use something too flimsy like copy paper. I never use copy paper in my crafts. It's just for trying, or you know, it never comes into boxes, certainly not, especially because you need something a little sturdy. But you don't either have to use very thick cardstock. It's just in between, will be fine. So there's going to be a hole in there, and that's normal. Even on this one, the hole is a little smaller. The bigger this is going to be, the sides are going to be bigger, the hole is going to be. But it's not an issue, because if you put something in there, it can be candies, it can be a present, you can put a little bracelet, some earrings in here if you make it smaller. You know, the only thing that is going to hold it together, I mean, keep it in there safe, is that you're going to wrap it up. If it's candies, you could maybe put candles in here. Candles will never go out the hole. But I intend to use these for little presents like earrings or pieces of jewelry that I have made all along the year. So I'm just going to wrap them up into tissue paper. It can be crap paper. Crap paper is very nice, which means that it will not go off. I'm not going to be afraid of losing my present inside here. Alright, so I have decided I was going to use this piece of paper. I like the gingerbread man, and the only thing we're going to really do right now is make a little flap. So my flap is going to be about 1 centimeter large. That's just perfect, I think. It's about 1/4 inch. You don't need much, just to put your... I'm going to use adhesive. I'm going to put double-sided tape here because I think it works just fine, and I'm going to use some Tumbo, whatever brand you want to use, because I need to refill my other one anyway. Okay, so now that you have your flap, this is really important. Don't forget to do the flap, because if you forget, then you'll have to start all over again because it's not going to work. So at this stage, when you have your flap closed, we're going to fold our paper in half. And remember, you can use a square, you can use a rectangle, it doesn't matter. All right, you can burnish it down a little bit. Then you're going to fold it in half again. And I like to come just a little under my previous fold. Turn it over and do the same thing. Because of the light, I need to put it like this a little bit so I have a shadow there. And that's good. Now what you need to do, and if you want to use your deckled edge scissors, you would be able to do it now. I can do it. It's going to trim it down a little bit. I can do it. I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Let's be brave and do something nice. It's just going to shorten it out a little bit. And I'm not being very straight there. So try to take your time, do a better job that I'm doing right now. That's fine. The same thing on the other side, of course. And there you go. All right, now we're going to close it. We're going to put our adhesive on the flap. All right, and it's very easy. There you go. Okay, now you have your square here. So what you're going to do is fold it. I'm going to fold it where I put my adhesive. It's easier. And I'm going to fold it in again. And now we're going to make 2 flaps. So you decide how long your flaps are gonna be. I'm gonna fold it there. I'm not really measuring anything. I'll measure later if I really need to. And then we're gonna do, you have your flap here. I'm not gonna cut from the edge there, from the corner. I'm going a little up and I'm going towards the center here, but not completely. I don't need to cut it off, otherwise my box is gonna be ruined. So if you tend to go to the center here and cut. Then you turn it over and you do the same thing, but don't go straight up there, leave a little gap. And there you go. Now if you want to see how much you have folded, it's about, for me, let's say 2.5 centimeters. I'm going to do about the same thing on this side, so I'm putting my nail there. You can eyeball, of course. This is going to be a very super small box, but it's the same, exactly the same thing if you were using a big box. And do it this way. You see now? You've got your shape. You've got your candy shape. Now you open it, and that's what you have. Now you're going to take a ribbon, and you see how it's going to shut. This is where you're going to be limited, okay? You won't be able to shut it more because here your paper is going to bump into the other sides. So this is your limit. So I'm going to take my ribbon, and I'm going to use maybe this one for a change. And I'm going to trim it a little bit. Let's say around here. I want to be working with something comfortable. I wish this ribbon was double-sided, but it's not anyway. And I'm going to go and make 2 knots. I'm going to go once and twice, which is going to avoid unraveling on me. And I'm just going to start pulling. So it forms this square. Okay, can you see it better here? If I'm doing, okay, that's fine. I can't go further away, right? Now I'm gonna try to make a little bow. I'm gonna make it like this for now. Okay, same thing on the other side. And if it's coming inside here, just put your finger to make it back up. And there you go. And you've got yourself a beautiful little box. What I like to do here, I would do that a little better. I'm just going to fold my ribbon there and cut. You see this? I like the way it looks better. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'll do, of course, the same on this side as well. But hey, look at this, a nice, cute, and I think it's even cuter when it's smaller, but it's absolutely perfect. And again, you can make these any size you want. This was about 4.5 by 6. But I would say, again, you do several of these smaller ones, big ones. Use a full sheet of a letter size paper, and you'll take the measurements, you put them down, so whenever you need a box accordingly to what you have to put inside, well, it will be very easy to take the box you have, the templates that I've used a 4x4 piece of paper, and I'm going to use it again. But this is so cute, and it was done in minutes. Even the outside, the decoration, how nice is this? Tell me if you really need a punch board to do such cute little box in no time. I've done this in less, I think, than 10 minutes. And I'm talking a lot, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. Please give me some thumbs up. I think it was a nice little box. I hope you will make a ton of them for Christmas, or it can be also for Valentine's Day. You just need to change the paper a little bit, and that would be perfect. So thank you very much for being here. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also hit the bell button and share on social medias. Thank you so much. Again, Merry Christmas, and see you soon.